is Late Edition News at 10 with Ann Gownley. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis. And meteorologist Joe Garbace.
Did Hazleton City Council pass its 2015 budget, and will city residents see a tax increase? Tonight, our Gary Perna has the details, and it's our top story. Good evening. This is WYLN's Late Edition, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast for Tuesday, December 30th, 2014. I'm Ann Gownley. Hazleton City Council passed its 2015 budget tonight with no tax increase. Our lead reporter, Gary Perna, has been following the Hazleton budget from the beginning and has the latest tonight.
Tonight, by a vote of 3-2, Hazleton City Council voted to adopt the 2015 budget, a budget that does not call for a tax increase. Council took the mayor's proposed budget and dropped a 1.6% tax increase and balanced the budget by cutting pays. Council President Jack Mundy said he believes this budget is sound.
The budget goes to the mayor. We thought we have a good budget. We were allowing over $100 and some thousand to hire part-time police, which I think would help our police force. We're hoping that they go along with it. I think they could be a tremendous asset to the city. I mean, maybe they'll free up some of our officers to maybe do some foot patrols or other work, but there's enough in there, over $100,000, to at least hire 3 part-time officers. And as we get more revenue coming in, now we have some ideas. We're going to raise some new revenue with some different ideas. Hopefully we could hire more part-time police.
Council President Mundy said they will be placing an item on the January 6th agenda to direct the mayor to hire part-time police officers.
We're going to pass a resolution directing the mayor to hire part-time police to help, what's that?
Place the money on the agenda.
Yeah, we're going to place the money.
Police salaries.
Yeah, the money's already there for salaries, and we're going to direct that the mayor hire some part-time police.
Council Vice President Gene Moat believes that the process to get to this day was stressful, but worth it.
The budget process was tedious because of the 3% increase that the mayor had in it for the employees, but we felt at this time that they had a 3% increase last year, and the public could not afford another tax increase. So unfortunately, we had to do a freeze on the employees. Hopefully things will improve next year and that won't have to occur again. But primarily our main concern was for the residents and the taxpayers. We had to look out for their best interests.
Councilmen Keith Bass and Jeff Cassat voted no on the budget. Cassat said he just did not like some of the numbers that were put in the budget.
Although I didn't vote for the budget, I did vote for no tax increase. I think there's ways to move the money around to make it work with no tax increase, but I'm just very concerned with the using of prior year funds to balance the budget as revenue for the current year. I think we should have a bigger if we have extra money laying around, it should be used to, as I believe, as cash on hand, or it should have been used to stop selling of the delinquent taxes, which could bring in additional revenue in future years. So that's my concern with, and the reason I voted no.
Now the mayor has 10 days from when the budget is presented to him to veto that budget. No word from the mayor's office what he may do. Council will meet for the first time in 2015 on January 6th at 7 p.m. In Hazleton, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
The Hazleton City Authority held a board meeting tonight to approve a new sanitation contract for the city. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the details.
The city's current sanitation contract was up, and the authority went through a bidding process to find another company to take over garbage collection. The new contract was approved and signed this evening. Executive Director Randy Cahalan told WYLN that it is a cost-effective move for the authority.
It's going to save about $20,000 a month on what the old price was, so we're happy about that. We will there are some debts that the authority has to pay off and some other things, but at this point, we're in good shape to hopefully keep the price the same.
W. Kreitzer Sanitation Management, Inc. is a small family-based company that serves much of Schuylkill County. Jonas Kreitzer said that they are up for the new challenge.
It's a short timeline in between being awarded the contract and actually having to execute and start service. Just a few weeks to prepare, but we prepared ourselves by purchasing new trucks and renting some trucks until some brand new trucks are built and brought in for service. We've also hired 6 new employees. We've got logistics planning and route mapping that we've done on our touch pads for the drivers, and we're geared up. We've got dumpsters in place and ready to be placed in the different locations throughout the city.
According to Cahalan, customers should not expect to see any immediate changes in their services.
At least in the beginning here, there'll be no change to the customers. In the days that they put the garbage out, in the future, we'll be doing a single stream recycling program, which will alert all the customers of, but at least for the next month or so, until Kreitzer gets geared up, they'll see absolutely no change in their pickup days, and if there's holidays, it'll just be the same as before.
The first pickup by Kreitzer will be on Friday, January 2nd, due to the New Year's holiday. Christmas tree pickup will remain the same as it has been in previous years. In Hazleton for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Julie Stefnovich.
A neuroautopsy is scheduled to be performed on the baby who was found unresponsive in Ashland on Saturday. Schuylkill County Coroner David Moylan conducted a forensic autopsy on the child and said that there was evidence of head trauma resulting in the additional examination. Yesterday's autopsy was performed by forensic pathologist Dr. Barbara Bollinger at Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest. Moylan also did a virtual autopsy at the Simon Kramer Cancer Institute in New Philadelphia. The child was pronounced dead by a deputy coroner in Schuylkill County at 11:40 p.m. Saturday inside a home at 9 West Center Street. The case is still under investigation, and according to Moylan, they are about 2 weeks away from determining the exact cause of death. Just before 10:30 Sunday night, a 65-year-old man from Hazleton was assaulted at the gas pumps at Turkey Hill on North Church Street in Hazel Township. According to state police in Hazleton, the assault happened because of a road rage incident. The suspect, a man in his 20s, followed the victim, Thomas Paisley, to the gas pumps. After the assault, the suspect fled the scene in an older white sport utility vehicle, and Paisley was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest. Police say Paisley sustained a serious head trauma in the assault. Anyone with information is asked to call State Police in Hazleton at 570-459-3890. Richard Hughes III was sworn in today as the newest president judge for Luzerne County. WYLN's Gary Perna has the story from the Luzerne County Courthouse.
Today was a turning point for the Luzerne County court system as Richard Hughes III was elected president judge.
I, Richard M. Hughes III,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Hughes takes over for President Judge Thomas Berg Jr., who has led the court system for 5 years.
Very excited about it. As you know, I was unanimously elected president judge by a great bench. I'm proud of them all. We're going to continue to follow in the fine footsteps of Tom Burke, who's worked so hard over the last 5 years. And I can tell you we're all committed to making this court system more efficient and more transparent. And it's just a wonderful day. We're all very excited about it.
Hughes hopes to make some changes to the court system.
Well, initially, it's an ever-evolving court, and we've come so far with under Tom Burke to make it so that people can get through the court system much faster. We're going to obviously be trying to work and build up our technology section of the court. It's very important, and hopefully we'll be able to do more things down in Lower Luzerne County. With some of the budget cuts back over the years, the courthouse has been closed down there, and we'd like to see things like motions hours brought back to the Lower Luzerne County area that make it easier on people. They won't have to travel all the way up here. So we're going to be working on a lot of initiatives in the future.
Judge Burke will continue to work in the court system as what he calls as a worker bee.
Well, it goes without saying that I took office as president judge during troubled times, but an awful lot of good people came together and came up with a game plan with initiatives that would move this county forward and restore trust in the judiciary. Most importantly, both the interim judges who served as well as the new judges who were elected in 2009 and 2011 have done an outstanding job, and among the foremost contributors has been Judge Richard Hughes, who has been very solid performing as a judge.
Supreme Court Justice Coriel Stevens swore in the new president judge today and believes that Hughes will continue the great work that Judge Burke started.
Judge Hughes is going to be an excellent president judge, and he will follow through and build upon what Judge Tom Burke did on behalf of Luzerne County. And I could tell you that statewide, Luzerne County has come back in terms of respect, and that is because of the work of the current judges on the court, President Judge Burke, and I know Judge Hughes is going to build on that.
District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis was on hand at the ceremony today and echoes what Stevens said and cannot wait to get to work with Judge Hughes.
I have been very privileged to have worked with President Judge Burke, former President Judge Burke. We've had such a great working relationship. When I came in, there was a lot of backlog, and we have worked through it as a team with the judiciary, the District Attorney's Office, and the Public Defender's Office. And I look forward to our time working with President Judge Hughes. He has been a wonderful person to work with. We have begun talking about new initiatives for the new year, so I am looking forward to it.
Judge Hughes will now oversee all the court systems in Luzerne County and will assign duties to his fellow judges. President Judge Hughes will serve for the next 5 years as president. In Wilkes-Barre, for WYLN's Lead Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
Pennsylvania Supreme Court Justice and Sugarloaf Township native Coriel Stevens is running for election after being nominated by Governor Tom Corbett in 2013 to fill the unexpired term of Joan Ori Melvin. Melvin lost her seat after a felony conviction for using legislative and judicial staff to perform campaign work. Stevens said the people are under the misconception that he promised he would not run for the seat. He did not make any promises during the confirmation process. Pennsylvania law states that judges cannot serve after the age of 70. Stevens, who is 68 years old, said that the legislature has voted once to extend the age to 75. Stevens, who has been in public office for more than 3 decades, plans to make a formal announcement in the new year. Residents in Sugarloaf Township will see a .2 mil tax increase in 2015. The supervisors passed the budget on Monday morning and say the increase will go for fire protection. The fire department has been struggling because of poor response to its annual fundraising mailer. For example, supervisors say if you own a home assessed at $100,000, the tax increase would roughly be $20. The tax will replace the annual fund drive, but the fire company will still do fundraising events throughout the year. The township budget shows over $2 million in anticipated revenue and just over $1 million in expenses. Shenandoah Borough Council adopted its 2015 budget at last night's meeting. The real estate tax will remain at 25 mils, but the sewer rates will increase by $6 per month in the new year. The budget for 2015 is $3,120,220, up from $2,995,922 in 2014. Borough Manager Joseph Polubinski said that they also received notification from the insurance company that compensation premiums have increased by $2,500. Council members voted 4-3 to formally adopt the budget. They also voted 5-2 to adopt an ordinance which sets new sewage rates. Residents will now pay $30 a month as opposed to $24 in 2014. The increase is due to capital improvements at the 40-year-old sewage treatment plant. Due to child safety issues, 3 area hospitals will not be publicizing the first baby of the new year. The Commonwealth Health hospitals include Moses Taylor Hospital in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre General Hospital, and Berwick Hospital Center. In a press release, the hospital says that they base their decisions on guidance provided by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It cautions against announcements such as these because of the potential risk of abduction. Although the announcement of the birth of a baby is a joyous event, they say their first obligation is for the safety and privacy of the patients. One local organization is on a mission to help people have a safe holiday season. Representatives from Pathway to Recovery set up a special booth at the Laurel Mall to give tips and advice to ensure that everyone makes it to their New Year's destination safely.
Especially for people who are hosting, we have some tips, to make sure that they serve food at their parties, make sure that they stop serving alcohol an hour before the party is over. Some other tips as well. We also have some pamphlets giving tips on how to have safe holiday parties.
They also had mocktails.
Just a non-alcoholic drink for the people who do not like to drink alcohol. So it's always good to have a few non-alcoholic beverages for people who don't like to drink as well.
Pathway to Recovery, formerly known as Sorrento Gardens, helps individuals who have problems with drug and alcohol addiction. The agency also offers a great program to help people quit smoking. For more information on the agency, you can visit pathwaytorecovery.org or call them at 570-455-9902. It's going to be a very chilly day for members of the Berwick Fire Department and for anyone who will be participating in the first annual Susquehanna Polar Plunge. Today, WYLN stopped by the Reliance Fire Company No. 1 in Berwick to get all the chilly details about this soon-to-be annual event. This Thursday afternoon at the Berwick Boat Dock at the test track in Berwick, many are expected to take the plunge into some icy cold water, all to raise money for the Berwick Water Rescue Team. Berwick Rescue Chief Dave Dietrich explained to us why the department thought this plunge was a good idea.
The Polar Plunge is going to help the fire company be able to support all the water rescues we do throughout the year. And it enables us to buy the right equipment to keep our firefighters safe. So that's the main cause. And we just like to have fun when we do it.
But why a polar plunge, and how did the idea come about? We spoke with Fire Chief Bill Kuba, who filled us in on all the details.
Other areas do it, nothing really right around here. We've seen on TV different places do it in different organizations, and we thought we have the perfect opportunity with the river right here by us. And the community always stands behind the fire department, so we just come up with it probably January 2nd or 3rd last year, and let's put this together. And so we're going to roll with it, and community support behind it. It's taken off, and council and everybody else involved. So that's how it all got started.
Each year, Dietrich says the department responds to between 5 and 10 water rescue calls. He also says the department responds to calls as far as Locust Township and Beech Mountain in Drums.
With the river so close by, we have the opportunity to be first on scene, and we recently upgraded our boats. We have 2 new boats, and this gets our equipment that we've had for years up to speed. As they get dry rotted, we have to replace them all the time, and it will really help us out in the long run to be able to support the community.
Chief Coolbaugh says the rescue team needs the new equipment to respond to these emergencies to keep them and the public safe.
There's no dollar figure we're after. Like I said, our first one, anyway, we get even a dollar in, whatever we get in. Everything goes towards, like I said, the water rescue, and with the cost of the equipment and everything, and it also helps out because then stuff we need we can buy. We don't have to go to our tax dollar people paying and try to buy equipment stuff. So everything, everybody gives in, and so there's really not a dollar amount. Whatever we can make, we make, and we go from there.
The Susquehanna Polar Plunge will take place this Thursday at 1 o'clock. Those wishing to take part in the plunge will have the chance to register 1 hour prior to the event. Those between the ages of 13 and 18 will need a parent or guardian to sign off on the permission slip.
It's just going to be a chill and good time, and hopefully it goes good. People are welcome to come down and just make donations. Even if you don't want to do the actual water plunge, you can come down. You can pledge one of the fire company guys that are there to do it, or there's buckets there. You can actually just put monetary donations in, and like I said, all proceeds go directly to the Berwick Water Rescue to help buy equipment. Some of the equipment that we need right now, the dry suits we wear and the ice rescue suits for this time of year are roughly about $1,000, so every bit of money helps, and it just comes right back to the fire company.
For more information on the Susquehanna Polar Plunge in Berwick to raise money for the water rescue team, you may log on to Facebook and join the Reliance Fire Company #1 in Berwick's Facebook group. Again, the Polar Plunge will take place this Thursday, January 1st at the Berwick Boat Dock at the Test Track in Berwick. The sound of Christmas music filled the air tonight at the Alice E. Wiltie Performing Arts Center, as well as the well-known band 1224 hit the stage. Hundreds came out to see the performance tonight, along with other local talent from our area. Here's a glimpse of what the audience had the chance to see live tonight. The rocking Christmas band played some of our favorite Christmas favorites and some new ones. 1224 is a spin-off of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Co-founder and guitarist Lenny Kaczynski spoke with us before tonight's big performance.
We are so excited. This is wrapping up our 13th year tour as a band, and we're just so excited. The 16 performers we have and the 7-person road crew is such a well-oiled machine now, and we're just so blessed to spend the afternoon with the Whitehaven Center and their residents, and now the evening with the incredible, our hometown. This is in the school that I graduated with 28 years ago, and to our hometown here as well, and with our VIPs, with the children from Brandon's Forever Home. We couldn't be more blessed to end the season with a great group of people in a great town. The first time we're here at the Wiltshire Center, and we're going to put on a whole night of music today that I know we won't forget, and we pray that everybody in the audience remembers forever as well.
WYLN was proud to be one of the many sponsors for this evening's concert. For more information on 1224, you may log on to 1224.net. The Hazleton Public Transit System will end its bus service for the New Year's holiday at 4 p.m. on New Year's Eve, Wednesday, December 31st. The last bus leaving the Laurel Mall to the Church Street Station will be at 3:22 p.m. and the last bus leaving the Walmart heading to the Church Street Station will be at 3:25 p.m. HPT will not offer any bus service on New Year's Day. The Church Street Station will also be closed. On New Year's Eve, WYLN is proud to bring you all of the big stories that made headlines throughout 2014 during our 10 o'clock news spot. Our look back will take you from Pennsylvania Attorney General Kathleen Kane's Operation Rising Star that put many illegal drug dealers and users behind bars, a look at the big manhunt for alleged state police killer Eric Freen, plus a look at some major crimes in our area and much, much more. So make sure you join us this New Year's Eve, December 31st at 10 p.m. right here on WYLN and take a look back one more time to the big stories of 2014 before we move on to 2015. The year-end review show will also be rebroadcast on Thursday, January 1st at 10 p.m. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Coming up, Eric is in with sports here on Late Edition, but first we want to head outside to the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic. Joe, what is New Year's Eve looking like weather-wise for all those heading out to celebrate the new year?
Well, it's looking very cold across all of our area as we go into New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. It's kind of cold outside right now, but again, the wind's really not much of a factor like they weren't last night either. As you know, I like to give sometimes some statistics out there, and in terms of, for those of you that might surf or watch the ocean and see the waves, if you will, how about this for an all-time record? The highest measure wave occurred back in 1972, ironically, December the 30th in the northern Atlantic. Boy, if you think 12-foot, 20-foot waves are high, how about this for a heck of a wave? 86 feet. Oh, let's hope we don't see any of those waves anytime soon. And for our area, we're going to have to deal with some very cold weather and how about a storm system this upcoming weekend? What is it going to bring us? I'll let you know at the complete 7-day forecast coming up next.
Enjoy the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range's traps, and sporting clays course. No waiting and no lines. First time shooting? Whitetail Preserve employs certified instructors to help you get the most out of your experience. Hungry? The restaurant at Whitetail has a great menu to satisfy and offers catering for all occasions. Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, approximately 13 miles west of Hazleton and just 1 hour from Allentown, Reading, and the Delaware Water Gap. 118 Boulevard Road, just off the Rockland Road near Rockland. 384-2314.
I'm Liz Tolan, Director of Sales and Marketing for WYLN 35. In 2013, WYLN supported the groups you see on your screen by offering either in-kind advertising or volunteer services. At WYLN, serving our community is an important part of what we do. Our name says it all. We're your local network. In 2014, we'll be here as we've been since day one to promote and support our local community. From all of us at WYLN 35, thank you for making us your local network.
Why should you choose Penn State Hazleton?
We have new scholarship money.
There's no application fee.
When you visit campus.
Opportunities to do research. Students are scoring internships
all over the country.
You can start here and finish here.
Or at another Penn State campus. We have fun.
We have the Lion.
Penn State is ranked #1 by corporate recruiters.
We have the largest alumni network
in the world.
It's your time.
Penn State.
Penn State lives here.
Check us out at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in 1 day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in 1 day.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
WYLN Weather is sponsored by Coordinated Health. Coordinated Health, we make you better together.
I'm good. Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
You okay? I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care. Yeah, I'm good. Because we make you better together.
Well, we have some cold weather to talk about across our region as we go into a brand new year. How cold, you might ask? I'm going to be letting you know in a little bit. Today, definitely you could feel the coldness in the air, a little bit of some precipitation down toward the south, but for our neck of the woods overall, not a bad looking Tuesday. And you know what? It's going to be a cold one as we head into tomorrow, and cold as we head into tomorrow night. And even for our new year, it's going to continue to remain on the relatively cold side. Really not much showing up on Radar Live 35 Skycast Doppler, just a few flurries or a lone snow shower pretty much across the northern tier of Pennsylvania, but that pretty much is about it. We're down to 20 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our television station in Hazleton. You see those winds about 5 or so miles per hour. Not too bad out there, but any little bit of a breeze we do get, it makes it feel colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. Our Coordinated Health Almanac page for the day, 30 and 16 to split in temperatures. That's below the average high of where we should be for this time of year, roughly, of about 34. 57, the record high in 84. 1917 was a cold one. Sub-zero temperatures yesterday at this particular year in 1917. And how about today? Yeah, in 1917 getting down to an all-time record low of minus 13, 728, 445, sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. Far cry from minus 13 this morning. We were in the teens and 20s. Daytime highs, though, for the most part, only in the 30s at best. Elsewhere, temperatures in the upper 20s. Temperature-wise right now, 25 in Jim Thorpe, 21 in New Angola, 24 in Berwick, 21 in Monroe City, and 25 degrees in Danville. Satellite and radar, well, it's kind of quiet across the northeast. There's been a couple of flurries, a lone snow shower here and there, but other than that, nothing to really get too excited about. It'll stay quiet as we head through tonight. It'll stay quiet as we head through tomorrow. Tomorrow night, it'll stay quiet as well. And going into our Thursday, it looks like it'll be quiet across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. We got some teens and 20s for tonight. Tomorrow, boy, I don't think it's going to get out of the 20s, and it's going to be a cold one as we head into tomorrow night, and a cold one going into our Thursday. There you can see the numbers for yourself. So we'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow. No storm systems to contend with. Here's a look at what it's going to be feeling like as we head into tomorrow night. Yeah, it's going to be a cold one no matter where you're celebrating for the most part, with the exception if you're celebrating down by Florida. It's going to be pretty nice out there, some of the southern states, but the rest of the areas going to be kind of cold out there. And then going into this weekend, two scenarios setting up in terms of a storm system that could impact our area Saturday going into Sunday. And we also have some playoffs this upcoming Saturday. There you can see Arizona at Carolina, as well as Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Many people are Pittsburgh fans, and look at that kickoff time. It'll be about 38 degrees, maybe the chance of some rain, a little bit of a wind out there also. Closer to home on the extended forecast, it's looking like this over the next couple of days. Fairly quiet until we head into this upcoming weekend. Saturday about 32. May have a little bit of a wintry mix across our area. Many areas will actually be above freezing, so that's the good news, that many areas will stay above freezing, and then we should have plain rain as we go into our Sunday, and then it turns colder for Monday and Tuesday of next week. Evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, a daily 964, the big 41979, and a quinto number 70593, and a cash 5 4520 29 and 39. We'll have more late edition coming up after this break.
Happy holidays, Rita.
Thanks, Joe.
What a great gift. Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new $1 million peppermint payout. Happy holidays.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. For chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and trophy trout fishermen, which is why we've built our new Discoverer AT3 for all traction, all terrain, all the time performance. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Fun Fest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill flag, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this down because I got to save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round. 310 South Church Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
It took 2 overtimes, but last night Hazleton boys basketball advanced to the Cougar Holiday Classic final. Today, the title game pitted the host Cougars against Shipley. Inside the McGeehan Gymnasium, Shipley up 11 at half and appears to be in control. John Parker, the drive and dish to Kevin Zwolak. Inside for the 2+1. Here, it's Sebastian Pepper. Hard to the cup and the foul. He misses at the line, but Shipley still up double digits. But things start to sway in the Cougars' favor. The Bobby Planutis finger roll right here beats the buzzer in the third quarter. Then Hazleton beats the press. Planutis, European stepping his way to the rim. They get it within 2, under a minute to play, and Zach Sikoski, remember him from football. The floater is good, and we go to overtime. For the second night in a row, we head to OT, and in the extra frame, Hazleton takes advantage at the line, and they are the Cougar Holiday Classic champs, 63-61 your final. Over to night 2 of the Senator Rhodes Tournament, Shenandoah versus Tamaqua playing at Mahanoy. The Lady Devils, Christina Nadeau, splits the defenders for the first bucket of the game. Then Nadeau finishing on the break again. More Nadeau. Coming off the top of the key, glides right around the defenders, and the senior scores the first 6 points of the contest. Then Nadeau with the sweet bounce pass. Marcella Creasy, the beneficiary, 8-0 Lady Devils. Bailey Harding notches the first points for the Lady Raiders on the call to the hoop, but Shenandoah Valley cruises to a 48-42 victory. From high school hoops to high school hockey. Casey Classic Tournament final earlier today, featuring Crestwood and Pittston. We head to the highlights. Inside the Mohegan Sun Arena, coaches barking out orders. Big-time second period for the Comets. Nice drop pass, and Stefan Krupski goes over the shoulder for the goal. Crestwood goes up 2-0. Later on, more pressure, and off the rebound, goalie can't recover. An easy putback for Tanner Kalu. He fires it into the empty net, and that makes it 3-0. This time on the power play, puck is sent in, and Kalu there to redirect it home. Crestwood rolls to the Casey Classic title, 8-0. Later in sports, Plays of the Week, Pinstripe Bowl edition. But next, Anna will be back with a recap of today's news.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Here at Classic Floor Covering, we take pride in all our works of art. Take a look at a few. Classic Floor Covering. Who do you trust for your floor covering needs?
Hello, I'm Tiffany Cloud. Have you made a New Year's resolution to lose weight? And how's that going?
3/4 of Americans are overweight and 40% of those overweight, obese. Is our government doing enough to regulate food ingredients, or do we want them out of our private lives entirely? We'll discuss obesity and the political consequences with former congressional candidate Joe Leonardi on this week's Storm Politics.
Things move a little slower here in DSLville.
Slow pitch softball is big here. Really big.
There's not a fast food restaurant in town. Zero.
Get the most out of the internet. Get Service Electric high-speed internet. Call Service Electric today to sign up.
Ho, 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 ho. Slow down. Tourists.
Watch Wellness Through Physical Therapy with Ting O of Hazleton Physical Therapy, and let Ting and his talented team guide you on your journey to wellness. Only on WILN.
Hazleton City Council passed its 2015 budget tonight with no tax increase. Our lead reporter Gary Perna has been following the Hazleton budget from the beginning and has the latest tonight.
Tonight, by a vote of 3-2, Hazleton City Council voted to adopt the 2015 budget, a budget that does not call for a tax increase. Council took the mayor's proposed budget and dropped a 1.6% tax increase and balanced the budget by cutting pays. Council President Jack Mundy said he believes this budget is sound.
The budget goes to the mayor. We thought we have a good budget. We were allowing over $100 and some thousand to hire part-time police, which I think would help our police force. We're hoping that they go along with it. I think they could be a tremendous asset to the city. I mean, maybe they'll free up some of our officers to maybe do some foot patrols or other work, but there's enough in there, over 100,000, to at least hire 3 part-time officers. And as we get more revenue coming in, now we have some ideas. We're going to raise some new revenue with some different ideas. Hopefully we could hire more part-time police.
Council President Mundy said they will be placing an item on the January 6th agenda to direct the mayor to hire part-time police officers.
We're going to pass a resolution directing the mayor to hire part-time police to help, what's that?
Place the money on the agenda.
Yeah, we're going to place the money.
Police salaries.
Yeah, the money's already there for salaries, and we're going to direct that the mayor hire some part-time police.
Council Vice President Gene Moat believes that the process to get to this day was stressful, but worth it.
The budget process was tedious because of the 3% increase that the mayor had in it for the employees, but we felt at this time that they had a 3% increase last year, and the public could not afford another tax increase. So unfortunately, we had to do a freeze on the employees. Hopefully things will improve next year and that won't have to occur again. But primarily our main concern was for the residents and the taxpayers. We had to look out for their best interests.
Councilmen Keith Bass and Jeff Cassat voted no on the budget. Cassat said he just did not like some of the numbers that were put in the budget.
Although I didn't vote for the budget, I did vote for a no tax increase. I think there's ways to move the money around to make it work with no tax increase, but I'm just very concerned with the using of prior year funds to balance the budget as revenue for the current year. I think we should have a bigger, if we have extra money laying around, it should be used to, I believe, as cash on hand, or it should have been used to stop selling of the delinquent taxes, which could bring in additional revenue in future years. So that's my concern with, and the reason I voted no.
Now the mayor has 10 days from when the budget is presented to him to veto that budget. No word from the mayor's office what he may do. Council will meet for the first time in 2015 on January 6th at 7 p.m. In Hazleton for WILN's Late Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
The Hazleton City Authority held a board meeting tonight to approve a new sanitation contract for the city. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the details.
The city's current sanitation contract was up, and the authority went through a bidding process to find another company to take over garbage collection. The new contract was approved and signed this evening. Executive Director Randy Cahalan told WYLN that it is a cost-effective move for the authority.
It's going to save about $20,000 a month on what the old price was, so we're happy about that. We will, there are some debts that the authority has to pay off and some other things, but at this point we're in good shape to hopefully keep the price the same.
W. Kreitzer Sanitation Management, Inc. is a small family-based company that serves much of Schuylkill County. Jonas Kreitzer said that they are up for the new challenge.
It's a short timeline in between being awarded the contract and actually having to execute and start service. Just a few weeks to prepare, but we prepared ourselves by purchasing new trucks and renting some trucks until some brand new trucks are built and brought in for service. We've also hired 6 new employees. We've got logistics planning and route mapping that we've done on our touch pads for the drivers, and we're geared up. We've got dumpsters in place and ready to be placed in the different locations throughout the city.
According to Cahalan, customers should not expect to see any immediate changes in their services.
At least in the beginning here, there'll be no change to the customers. In the days that they put the garbage out, in the future, we'll be doing a single stream recycling program, which will alert all the customers of, but at least for the next month or so, until Kreitzer gets geared up, they'll see absolutely no change in their pickup days, and if there's holidays, it'll just be the same as before.
The first pickup by Kreitzer will be on Friday, January 2nd, due to the New Year's holiday. Christmas tree pickup will remain the same as it has been in previous years. In Hazleton for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
A neuroautopsy is scheduled to be performed on the baby who was found unresponsive in Ashland on Saturday. Schuylkill County Coroner David Moylan conducted a forensic autopsy on the child and said that there was evidence of head trauma resulting in the additional examination. Yesterday's autopsy was performed by forensic pathologist Dr. Barbara Bollinger at Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest. Moylan also did a virtual autopsy at the Simon Kramer Cancer Institute in New Philadelphia. The child was pronounced dead by a deputy coroner in Schuylkill County at 11:40 p.m. Saturday inside a home at 9 West Center Street. The case is still under investigation, and according to Moylan, they are about 2 weeks away from determining the exact cause of death. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Coming up next, Eric is back with more sports here on Late Edition. But first, let's head back outside to the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacek. Joe?
Well, thank you very much, Ann. It is quiet right now across the entire state of Pennsylvania. Nothing going on. How about as we head into tomorrow for our New Year's Eve to kick off the ceremonies? Of course, a big one is in Times Square. Yeah, some people across our area actually go there to see the festivities. And if you're going there, overall a nice night, no storms. It will be clear. It'll be in the mid to upper 20s at about the midnight hour. But there's going to be a little bit of a wind out there, anywhere between 10 to 15 or so miles per hour. That, of course, is going to make it feel like it's going to be in the teens. So dress warm if you're going there, and dress warm if you're doing anything outside tomorrow night as we go into our New Year's Day, because it's going to continue to be cold across all of our viewing area. How cold, you might ask? I'll have the numbers for you coming up in just a few.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WILN. I'll see you in the ring.
This is Staff Sergeant Eric Olson, and on the next Warrior Summit Outdoors, I take over 20 veterans on the deer hunt of a lifetime. A property hunted for the first time in 15 years. That's right, 15 years. But don't worry, kids, none of Santa's reindeer were there. Well, and after we harvested some huge bucks, we cooked up the harvest and enjoyed a holiday feast with veterans and family while we reflected on being home for the holidays and sharing the importance of supporting our homeless veterans. That's all on the next Warrior Summit Outdoors.
The Marriott Fairfield Inn and Suites of Hazleton awaits you. Our Fairfield Inn provides you with just the travel experience you're looking for. Meeting room space, jacuzzi suites, indoor pool, whirlpool, and dry sauna. The Residence Inn is perfect for temporary housing in the greater Hazleton area. An all-suite property with evening reception, sport court, fire pit, and outdoor grill area. At the Hampton Inn, enjoy our on-site lounge and restaurant, outdoor pool with spacious deck and spectacular valley views, and a hot breakfast daily. Whichever property you choose, you can be certain of clean, modern facilities, friendly staff, and impeccable service.
Enjoy the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range's Trap, Skeet, and Sporting Clays course. No waiting and no lines. First time shooting? Whitetail Preserve employs certified instructors to help you get the most out of your experience. Hungry? The restaurant at Whitetail has a great menu to satisfy and offers catering for all occasions. Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, approximately 13 miles west of Hazleton and just 1 hour from Allentown, Reading, and the Delaware Water Gap. 118 Boulevard Road, just off the Rockland Road near Rockland. 384-2314.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Tonight, our plays of the week come from Yankee Stadium, but don't consist of towering home runs or terrific double plays. You will see some great catches where the outfield grass typically lies in our Pinstripe Bowl edition of Plays of the Week. The first score of the game would come on a sophomore to freshman connection. Chris Godwin appears on your screen out of thin air. Christian Hackenberg's pass, and he prances into the end zone. Next, the read option keeper and Tim Murphy with the agility and the speed and the score for Boston College. Then, Akeel Lynch gets his way to the outside, uses the right arm, stiff arm, 3-4 times like he's pressing the R2 button, beast mode from the junior back. Overtime and a good time for your first touchdown catch of the year. Kyle Carter does just that, coming down with it through traffic. The TD sets up a relatively easy extra point attempt, but the Eagles had just missed theirs. Sam Ficken does not. Penn State wins the Pinstripe Bowl, and those are your plays of the week. Earlier, we showed you the Hazleton boys winning a holiday tournament. The girls also took home a title today, the Lady Cougars capturing the Carl Truist Holiday Basketball Classic crown after defeating Punxsutawney 58-36. In tonight's scoreboards, Notre Dame football looking to snap a 4-game losing skid in the Music City Bowl, plus results from high school and pro basketball. A reminder, Joe Garbacik is next with a look at your upcoming forecast. Stay tuned. More Late Edition is headed your way.
Wouldn't it be great if everything in life were fast? Fast, like a cable modem.
Call Service Electric now and get the fastest internet in town. Plus, when you sign up today, you'll also get free installation. Experience the blazing speed of Service Electric high-speed internet service. Your internet will never be the same.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Join us this week on Women Today. It's all about weight loss and wellness. We'll be joined by Ting O. He's a physical therapist in the area. He's going to tell you about his best weight loss program. Kathy's got some cool treats. It's brought to us by Heritage Hill Senior Community. We're going to tell you what the Scoopers ice cream flavor of the week is. We'll tell you who won that great giveaway from last week. More wonderful things that you can win this week. And we'll tell you who is our inspirational woman. It's all coming up this week on Women Today. Join us. On Women Today.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
I'm Bill Washko. I handle sales at WILN, and I am at the American Cancer Society Telethon. I do telethons, helping hands, because I like to help the community, the local people, and the dollars that help local people, young and old.
Well, nothing more than a few flurries, a few lingering snow showers here and there, but again, pretty much they are scattered, even isolated at best. Really nothing going to happen much through the overnight hours. It's going to be cold, and it's going to continue to be cold over the next few days. We're at 20 degrees, our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, but even with a little bit of that breeze from time to time, it's making it feel like temperatures are only in the teens. Boy, look at some of this cold weather across the nation. It is now only minus 10 degrees in Denver. It's 1 in Omaha, minus 3 in Minneapolis, and minus 3 degrees in Bismarck. All this cold air just continuing to make its way in our area. We're not going to get quite as cold as that, but tell you what, we're going to struggle just to make it out of the 20s for daytime highs. 23 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 19 in Mount Pocono, 28 in Williamsport, 22 in Selinsgrove, 25 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures continuing to remain in the 20s, and really nothing going on. A few flurries, a lone snow shower or two, but that's about it. No storm systems to contend with as we head through tonight, and tomorrow it's going to be quiet. Tomorrow night it'll be quiet, and as we go into our New Year's Day, it's going to continue to remain quiet, but it is going to be very cold across our area tomorrow. In fact, even as we go into a brand new year, 2015, it's going to be cold. Tomorrow night it'll be in the teens, feeling like it's a little bit colder out there. But at least for those that have to travel New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, it's going to be quiet. We're not going to have to worry about any storm systems whatsoever. But the big thing is when you combine temperatures with some of the wind that's out there, it doesn't take much for it to feel colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. And you can see the extent on this map where all the cold air is lying, even across the northeast. Really you have to go down toward the deep south and southeast where it still continues to be mild, and that would feel pretty nice for this time of year. Unfortunately, we're going to be looking at temperatures below where we should be for this time of year. But you know what? We really can't complain because we have been dealing with temperatures that were above average. We kind of got a little bit spoiled with those temperatures that we saw in the 40s and 50s and all, and even going into Christmas, and it was pretty nice. Now we pay our dividends, if you will, because it's going to be cold across our area, below average temperatures as we go into tomorrow and as we go into our Thursday, and then as we go into our Friday, about 30 degrees. And then watching another storm system maybe for this weekend. That could give us maybe a little bit of a wintry mix, but then temperatures getting above freezing. We should be looking at snow, or should be looking at rain. But again, it depends on the track where exactly that storm goes. But one thing for certain, going into next week, it is going to be very cold once again, and I don't think we're going to get out of the 20s for daytime high temperatures.
All right. Well, it looks like it's going to be a pretty chilly New Year's Eve, so you're probably going to want to stay inside at least to
Keep warm.
hold your celebrations.
You're right that we were spoiled last week.
Yeah, I wasn't going to complain.
Out.
It was nice. You can't ask for it better this time of year.
All right, I'll take it. Well, have a very happy New Year from everyone here at WYLN, and we want to remind everyone that tomorrow, if you maybe forgot about some of those big stories from 2014, you'll want to tune in right here, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and of course 10 o'clock on New Year's Day to WYLN. We'll have all the top news stories of the day. There's ones that even we forgot about. So we can't wait to share them with you, and we'll see you back here at 10 o'clock. Have a good night, everyone.